So I've reached the rock slide. I'm not too excited about this, especially considering I'm all alone right now. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm guessing you go around this rock, but holy shit, that's a long way down. Okay, well, if I don't make another video after this, I guess you can guess what happened. I made it, but that was freaking terrifying. Like, I almost started crying. I was fucking freaking out. Oh my god. Something to remind you you're alive, I guess. Get that adrenaline pumping. Jesus Christ. That is not safe. I would not recommend doing that alone. And not even 20 feet from the rock slide, here's a giant fallen tree that I get to maneuver around. Should I go over or under? And we got another one. I don't know how I'm gonna maneuver this one. I had to take my pack off and crawl under this little space. We got 3 more fallen logs right in a row. 1, 2, 3. Hey guys, I'm at about mile 177-ish. I'm right here at this amazing creek. This is like some of the best tasting water I think there's been on trail so far. And I had a bit of a scare this morning with my water once again. This is probably like the 4th time that I've underestimated how much water I would need. Well, I rolled into camp last night. It was about 6 miles back from here. No, 7 miles back. 6 or 7. And I had maybe like half a liter of water. And I was like panicking all night. Like, oh my god, like that's not gonna be enough to get me like 6 or 7 miles in the morning to this water source. Luckily, I was camping with Alden and he had some extra water. So I had about like 3/4 of a liter walking out of camp because he gave me some. But even that was not even close to enough. Like, holy crap, when I tell you, like, I was walking so slow. I was so dehydrated. I felt like Khaleesi walking through, what is it called? You know, when she's walking to Karth and they're all like got crusty lips and they're like barely walking. Just like walking through the desert, dehydrated AF. That's what I felt like. And I had about like this much water left, and I still had like 3-4 miles to go, and I was trying to ration it, like take 1 little sip every mile. It was so bad, guys. I felt like I was about to start freaking hallucinating practically. And I keep telling myself, because that's like the 4th time I've done that. I don't think any of them have been like this bad, but it's the 4th time where I've been like walking to the water source like with barely enough water and like dehydrated as frick. And I keep telling myself, Kara, you need to start carrying more water. Like, stop risking it, because I'm trying to like not carry a lot of water because it's heavy. But each time I suffer greatly. So I'm trying not to do that again. I'm carrying more water than I need. I'm getting more water than I need from this source right here. Another little update. I'm about 4 miles from where the trail splits off, and you can either keep going on the PCT or you can go an alternate route which goes up to the peak of San Jacinto, and it's like an amazing view, like super beautiful to watch sunset or sunrise, and a lot of people do it instead of going on the regular PCT path. And this whole time I've been like dreading it, because like my whole group is gonna do the peak trail, the alternate peak trail, and I've just been like dreading it. It's been so hard already these past few days with the elevation change, and I know that it's gonna be even harder going up this peak trail. And then it occurred to me today that I don't have to do that trail if I don't want to. I can just stay on the PCT trail and not go on the San Jacinto Peak Trail and just not go to the peak of San Jacinto. I was like talking to someone and they were like, yeah, I'm not doing the Peak Trail. They were like, I just don't want to do it. And I was like, neither do I. And so like, I think I'm just not gonna do it. Like, yeah, I know the views will be amazing, but I just don't feel like it's worth it to me. And I have a bit of FOMO because I think a lot of, like, so many people do it and everyone in my group is gonna do it. And I know it would be like a stunning view, but I just don't think I have it in me. I don't want to forget that I'm hiking my own hike. This is for me. I'm not hiking for anybody else. I'm hiking for Kara. So if I don't want to do it, I don't gotta do it. We hit some snow. Yeah, I think usually this part of the trail is like pretty covered in snow. And this is where a lot of people have their micro spikes, but it's such a dry year that there's just been like no snow. That's the first little patch I've seen. My entire leg is in the snow right now. Jeez, oh my god, I think I'm stuck. Frick, man. It's seriously stuck. Holy shit. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. Yep. Walking on the trail and down in this little like valley area. Smells really good, by the way. Like fresh pine. I like was coming up on this guy, this lumberjack, who's like cutting away these fallen trees. And I just like see him in the distance, just this like guy with this giant saw. I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna get beheaded or something. And I pass him and he says hi. And I say hi, and you know, we start chatting, shooting the shit. You know how sometimes you get like stuck in a conversation. You're like, yeah, yeah. And he just kind of like kept talking, and like I was slowly getting more and more kind of just paranoid because he had his axe in this tree in front of him, and he kept like going, like putting his hand out and like touching the axe like he was about to pull it out. And then my eyes were just like glued to this axe the entire time and like reading his body language. I'm pretty sure it was just like a kind of like an anxious, like nervous fiddling with like the axe that was in front of him, just kind of like a nervous tick. So I'm sure it was nothing, but like every time he put his hand towards it, I was like, oh my god. I have like my knife in my pocket. So I slowly put my hand in my pocket, opened up my knife, got it ready, because I just was like, I was on the defense. I was just waiting for him to yank that axe out and freaking bonk me right in the forehead. Thankfully that didn't happen, but my knife is still in my pocket, open. I should probably close it so I don't trip and stab my artery in my leg. That would be bad. And I feel bad because towards the end of the conversation I like was hardly saying anything because I was just so anxious about getting out of there. He was probably just this old lonely lumberjack in the woods all alone, wanted someone to talk to, but boy was I scared. And you just always got to be on the defense, always be reading people's body language, always be keeping an eye out for when their hand gets a little too close to that axe. It's always just funny too how like when you're in a situation like that, you're trying to find the balance between keeping yourself safe and not wanting to be rude. Because in my head I was like, I don't want to be rude, I also don't want to get murdered. So I really wish I had like smell-o-vision or something so you guys could smell how good all these trees smell right now. So fresh and green. Hey guys, so some bad news. I ended up doing the San Jacinto Peak Trail. We're trying to with my trail family. We left at about 4 a.m. because we wanted to watch the sunrise. And so we were walking in the dark, and I was really trying to keep up with them, and they walk like super fast. And I was just like racing through. And I tripped. I twisted my ankle really bad. And I can't walk on it. And they went the rest of the way up. And I guess they thought that I would have service to call someone, like a park ranger, to like help me back down. But I don't have any service. And I've been sitting here for like over an hour, like an hour and a half maybe, like in the freaking cold, and I can't move, and I've been trying to like crawl around to get service, and I've tried to call my parents like 20 times, but they don't go through. And I tried to like text them on the inReach on my Garmin, but I don't like know if it's working, so I don't know if they're getting the messages. And so I guess now I'm just waiting here for someone to walk up so I can see if they can walk around and find service to call someone to help me down. And I've just been like sitting here sobbing for like the whole time for like an hour. And I just don't know what to do. I guess my game plan is somehow get down off this mountain, which like I don't know, like someone's gonna have to carry me down, like I can't walk at all. And then I guess I will go back to Idlewild and rest there and see if my ankle gets any better. And if it does, I guess I'll keep going. Or if it doesn't, I guess I will have to get off the trail. But right now I just want to get off this fucking mountain. I'm so cold. And I'm like debating whether or not to press the SOS button on my Garmin, but like, I don't know if that's like for emergencies, like if I'm about to die, like I'm not gonna die. I don't want them to like fucking send out a chopper or something, and so yeah, I guess I'm just waiting. I'm like really surprised that no one's walked up here yet, but I'm just hoping that eventually someone's going to walk up and can help me. Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know, I mean, I'm sure they know the area. They know